Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3, our Japanese empire in 1926. And before we think about further expansion or economic consolidation, when we're still building tons, we have to fight then a surprisingly annoying revolution here in Yue, where our first landing attempt is failing right now. So we send another fleet in with a bigger army, so we have to fight down this uprising first, before we can consider other things. And yep. Facing these kind of money problems as well. Are you still violently suppressing them? Yes, okay. Now we have the new navy incoming, so navy-wise, of course, not a problem at all, but the landing was. And Dynam is not showing any efforts to help us despite our alliance. Well, didn't expect too much from them. We basically do have the alliance due to... yeah, at least we're getting in now. And guys, maybe you can... come on, we have another mobilized troop. These guys, yeah, they will get in as well once you're already mobilized. So we can have a second landing, and I think then this one should be done very quickly. And Xia Peng is going to face... rightful punishment in Japan, or even down here, I'm not sure yet. I asked you in the last episode, I asked you if you want me, if they take this, if you want probably help them out and release them as a puppet again. Since I'm recording this one right after another, and when this is releasing, I just come back from my vacation. I hope you already answered this, because in the next production will be like 2 weeks later, so I might be able to actually read your comments and respect this once in a while, finally. So yeah, let me know what your kind of roleplay like. I don't think they deserve independence, however, of course, being a puppet is not real independence. Yeah, there we go. Boom, Hainan should be conquered in any time. And then the rest shouldn't be a big deal, right? Right? Okay, there you go, Mr. Peng. A trade agreement with the Brits. We have been improving our relations with them. And of course they have been also a big trading partner. However, we don't trust them still, you know? It's they fought us twice. Nope, I kind of don't want to give it to them. Nope, for the moment not. And we also will end, by the way, when we didn't check it last episode, all these inactive and negative trades that are ongoing. In order to save some bureaucracy, which for no reason exploded recently again. My second landing is failing. But at least we have the front going on anyway, so probably pushing through here, and this is just distracting. Yeah, all the troops are fighting off this landing whatsoever here again, while the other troops are pushing through, so this is done quickly. Oh, we introduced flamethrowers recently. The Dragon of the Trenches. Is this Fuji or what should this be? Although a situational weapon, the flamethrower is proving effective in the Japan vs. Yue uprising as supporting close-range trench warfare. We humans may lord our mastery of fire over less creatures, but there's no starker reminder of how much of fearful animal still lives in a man's heart than seeing fire fill the ditch he's hiding in. Few die from the flames, many die trying to escape them. Yeah. Moral damage should strike fear into the hearts of our enemies or increase the kill rate. Instruments of death. Yeah, we are in 1926 and the Japanese are fighting down an uprising in China. Let's roleplay, and unfortunately we will go for the higher kill rate. No further questions asked. It is the time to be ruthless. The lead of the Landover from the Tokugawa clan retired, even though if they're marginalized, it was still like, is another Tokugawa in? No, Mr. Togu. So another Togu looks like the Tokugawa clan really disappeared over the last years. And maybe here and there the name pops up, but it looks like their political influence is gone for real. And somehow our deficit is getting better. Come on, guys, finish them off. And thank you, it has happened already. Alright, we have turmoil, we have devastation, and we have low market access, of course. Thank you for dismantling shit. We should use the low turmoil while there is no uprising to quickly build this up again. Was there any change? Yeah, of course there was any change over here. I hope they didn't change not too much of the other things. Oh god, come on, guys. And still, where is the button where I can put everything to the automated standard of things? Guys, come on. Actually, let's just check over here. Here, I'm not sure. I went electric, fully electric with the logging, right? So, also in Guangdong, of course. Oil, fishing. This is only Guangdong, right? So I can basically, yeah, Outer Manchuria. Oh, sorry, I forgot. But anyways, we go for steam trawlers, for steam-powered whaling. Of course, I meant everything up. And the other things, let's have a quick look. We have 95 exactly. Yeah, this is not happening, guys. Trying to, I don't know what you intended here, trying to, there we get at least some. This is where this is coming. They dismantled a couple of them. And guys, I'm also going to thank you for trying to work in factories, but I'm not going to allow this to one factory of, okay, if you need to go for it. Actually, you get like 2 more of the of these kind of things. The rest should be fine. So we have to take care of the market access here. Railways are here. They just need to employ people, and the port. Let's go to the modern port then, or at least the industrial one. Industrial one, and we need to, of course, improve this a little bit. So let's have a look. Yeah, the government, well, actually, let's build everything down here as long as we can. Is anything in Guangdong happening? I wonder if they dismantled also the construction sector. Probably. This is maybe where, but maybe we overdosed anyways a little bit. So let's get this first in check before we extend. Again, it's quickly done. Oh, here we should at least go to steel. Alright, and then let's see where this is leading to. Let's just quickly find the other Guangdong buildings we had in mind. Not the best overview. Wasn't there anything like new harbors? Yeah. No, looks good actually. So they're first gonna finish off all these Guangdong buildings down here. While we're not enjoying the no devastation basically. And hopefully getting the infrastructure up quickly also. And just in case, maybe let's also build one extra railway until they fully employ here. To which extent did they tear down all these construction sectors? I think there were 20 in here and they teared down to 2, yeah. Okay, this is in a good explanation. Also a good explanation where suddenly we have a bonus. Plus, actually let's get at least 3 of them out again. They also provide some work and construction efficiency, so in the future, so much about no turmoil. Then let's quickly suppress it also for a bit here. While we are building over here. Is Formosa still building? Nope, because here... Plus 15, we cannot. Somehow weird, I can't lower this. Okay. This is apparently just wrong entries that were left over from former orders that I dropped. I guess it's okay. And yeah, the question, because I wanted your opinions, to hear your opinion about whether we should release these Yue. By the way, why is it always the Yue rebelling, not the Min or Han or Manchu? I mean, guys, don't think about it. I don't want you to. Release subject. I can release Yue as a principality, so it is an option. Where's Ezo? In Japanese, of course, I will not release anything. Manchuria is also for the future. It could be interesting for us, but yeah. Anyway, so let me know what you think. And we at 0. So the time has come. This... Oh. Old age pension, and they want to go for a revolution with a very high support. Oh my gosh. Who is supporting this? But it doesn't grow at the moment. Guys, are you kidding me? Wage subsidies or old age pension? How much is the difference? Workforce ratio plus 40% welfare payments. The same welfare payments plus 40% dependents income. And French Meister. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? But what if I do that? The Saibatsu go to 10, that's fine. The marginalized ones. Actually, that's not so terrible. I'm not 100% sure how the dependence income comes from, but in the end, apart from the workforce ratio, and we do have sufficient workforce available still, kind of intrigued to actually follow this despite the revolution not growing, or is it? No, it's not growing at the moment, but the radicalism increases, and we will not have given this now. We can check, double check, let me see. We have welfare payments 438,000. I'm not so 100%, but let's go for this because it should be the same ones. Poor loss. Plus 40%, plus 40%. Is it basically always plus 40? I've never asked myself this question, so time to investigate together. I mean, here I can lower it again to lower payments. But it seems to be 40%, a straight 40%. So actually, guys, yeah. To keep the crowd cool, and maybe even help them in terms of their... I mean, it counts basically only for Japanese people anyway, so we are not part of the case insurance. So we heavily... Why not? The old people deserve some honor, and they fought for us in their wars and so on, so let's enact it. And... God. The radicals are becoming a third of the nation is radical. That's quite a lot. Now this one is at least going down. And the support for the women went down. This is good. Let's quickly have a look. We have 50 million radicals at the moment, while we do have, from on a 168 million population, we have 120 Japanese. So basically you could say that all of the other not... Oh, the Han and the Min are, by the way, very much annoyed. So you could say that it's coming mainly from our subjugated cultures that are not part of our culture group or of the acceptation. So at some point, but nobody really supports it. We could think about changing our ethno state to... Probably it would be... with any primary cultures shares a heritage culture trait, either to racial segregation and national supremacy, should normally lead to an acceptance of the Manchu. They have Sinosphere and North Asian heritage. What is Japanese? East Asian, a Yamato. So this would probably not work. Han Chinese, East Asian. Han would work. Manchu would not work. Yue, East Asian. Oh, so all the East Asian ones I could potentially take in. I'm just checking and showing you the possibilities, so maybe you can use the time also to leave me a comment once again before I start producing again. Heritage culture trade with any primary culture in the country, which is not a heritage cultural trade. Okay, and here we do have heritage culture trade. Sorry guys, I'm not 100% sure. Where's the heritage trade? East Asian heritage. Okay. And cultural Yamato. Okay. So I feel like the Manchu I can't really get in anyways. But for example, as if we would change our laws, we could still try to get actually... Oh god, I have 0 infamy. We have to act again. I could get the rest of Manchuria and then release Manchu as a total when I build it up. And then take the rest with new culture laws, bring the rest even in, that they will not be discriminated here in China. This could be kind of interesting, actually. Yeah, but it's also kind of interesting from an objective point of view. I don't know if our leadership under the 75-year-old Meiji, or even who's in charge right now here, who's leading actually, let's say, Mr. Admiral Sotokichi Akiyama. If they support this, we shall see. We're not gonna do this in this episode, but let me know what you think. Alright, and this is the time where we finally go for conquer Maguin Danao, since we want to finalize this situation over here. Yeah. Confirm. And I'll add something else as a war goal. I will also transfer the subject of Y. I planned everything, so accordingly I could bring in Bhutan, which is... Oh! Okay. It's explained. Bhutan apparently... Then let's just try it in a diplomatic way, actually, to bring them into our sphere of influence. Apparently Bhutan got kind of independent for some moment. Who did Spain fight? Just Bhutan? Did they have an uprising that I didn't really realize or saw? Very interesting. Maybe it might be possible. And we have so much here left over. That's amazing. The balance is kind of good right now. I'm kind of tempted to get something out again, like the tea tax, which brings a lot. I know that still the Japanese love tea so much. So actually, let's try without the tea tax for a bit. And yeah, let's do it this way. So... Okay, Spaniards, you wanted like that. Conquer Sakhalin, exactly. Mindanao, is there anything else around here that's very Spanish for us to take? I kind of doubt it. There's only Bhutan. Nope. That's it from Spain in the area. I mean, liberating Cuba. Cuba, we saw a couple of episodes ago, is a really well-developed place, so we could force it free, but to be honest, we could get our treaty port in Europe, or here in Al Rif, but no, this is... Or maybe here in West Sahara, you know, just as a refueling station or something like this, or what is this, in Gabon? Yeah, just to have our like little thing in Africa as well, but no, come on, it doesn't make sense. We're fighting obviously here in the south, in Southeast Asia, and it's not a world conflict. We do add definitely the humiliation and the reparation. And let's add the reparations to primary. So maybe if they will decide to pass out, to let it be if they don't want to get humiliated, I think that's a fair point. The Crusade for Change. The ongoing effort to implement old age pension has captured the emanation of the Imperial Rule Party, which has added full-throated support for the new law as part of its central platform, alright? The countries yearn for change. For too long we have watched the nation suffer. It is not right to call for is it not right to call for upheaval? Is it not right to call for the changes that are long overdue? I tell you now, we must embrace the future. The Imperial Party are the champions of change, or as people speak and the nation shall listen. Yeah, this is... we got them out of the ruling team, let's say. Patriotic, meritocratic, and reactionary, and jingoist. Yeah. I mean, it fits once again a little bit to the time, and it is their voice. We want to go to war, partially, and get even stronger while placating our people. So, all right, we support. It is the party that really supports this one. Get some attraction. So maybe we have a comeback of these guys at some point. We don't know. Well, interesting, by the way. Like, this is very interesting. Okay, infamous again. Ah, guys. Yeah. Who? There's an Irish uprising. Oh, wow. And Vietnam, of course, abandons us immediately. So the Brits are in. Interesting. But... first they wanted a trade agreement, then I drop it, and as a reaction they join the Spaniards. Well, I feel like now is the time, since the Spaniards are quite weak and... the British need to be punished a little bit. Can we... first of all, can we sway anybody in? Doesn't look like it. Can we transfer, for example... not Sikkim, oh, there's so many British subjects. I was looking for Brunei, yeah. In Canada, of course. But Brunei makes sense, I think. And maybe we'll even... as a Russian treaty port. And maybe we release Hebei. Let's transfer Brunei. And let's... is there anything I can liberate here, these Chinese areas? I doubt it, but let's also... okay, I wanted to take over this treaty port here in Hafong, but I can't apparently take this. Conquer state, can I go for British Hafong? Hebei? Oh, Hebei is only 6.2. Maybe I'll take this, actually. How many people do live here? 15 million people. Maybe I can sell it back to the Chinese to ensure they have, like, their market access again. Am I really doing this just to get the Brits out? But I think the time has come, and it's just 6. Yeah, we will be back at 50. Just make sure there's nothing special going on. We will be back at 50 infamy in the end. But I don't care. We want them here out of the Pacific now. The Brits are too annoying. They always seem to be interested in getting in. Is there... oh, I mean... oh, the Dutch. But I don't want to detect the Dutch on top. What do we have here? Fiji's ours. Tonga's ours. Hello, British markets. Tahiti is British. How much is taking Tahiti? Then I really want to... I feel like they need to be punished a little bit. Conquering Indian Ocean territories, South Atlantic. No, Indian Ocean territory. What is this? Ah, this here. Okay. This is being highlighted a little bit. Vanuatu. Okay, this is Tahiti. No, it's not. Vanuatu is this one here. Wait. Here. It is this one here, Vanuatu. Actually, let's go for all the British Pacific's possessions in this case. Even if it takes us over the 50 infamy again. But I couldn't care less now. The time has come to strike, and this time I won't let them go. Hey, bye. Then we go for Vanuatu. And we go for Tahiti. Which takes us on a notorious level of 54. But I couldn't care less. Oh, we need probably a general for South China. And also over here. Woodland, yeah, in the Oceania is a good idea. Here we have an also a good guy over here. And for South China, maybe we'll take the offensive planner. Oh, we have 2 commanders now in South China. And you'll be promoted. And mobilized, I guess, for attacking here, the British possessions down here. Oh, we're not taking this one, right? This is the only thing. Hafong I can't take, or what? Is this something that can't be added? Conquer state, Hafong. But it's a treaty port, so... And probably because they are a great power or something like this, we can't ask for a treaty port from them or anything. This must be something like that. Let me know if you know the correct answer for this, but it doesn't look like we can get them in. Of course, and war reparations would be awesome. And they declared rivalry, of course. Then we'll rival you back, you annoying person, Great Britain. And who else do we have? Our rivalries with the others are kind of one-sided, so maybe I'll stop my rivalry. Let's say we wait a little, use this diplomacy a little bit to improve our situation with the with the infamy. This excessive stuff, but to be honest, later we could end our rivalry with Russia. I mean, here Kamchatka or something. This is not really. I don't know if you can say this in English. In German, you could say a thorn in my eye. They were swayed, by the way, for. They were offered this share of Mindanao. It's super weird. All right. Yeah, we shall see. How this take? Oh, damn! I clicked the custom union broken away. Where was this? Am I missing something from my side, or was it? Oh, Vietnam crashed fully after not honoring the alliance. These alliances are so also one thing. Like so many times, you just with these minor states, you just shouldn't take an alliance, since yeah, they go on your nerves. How did they end up with? Let's see how their GDP takes. Let's at least improve the relations in the meantime, so we can maybe make them diplomatically rejoin our well, what I'm saying, thing again, our rejoin our market again. But this is really annoying that they go into alliance, one bigger power comes, they leave and they break the alliance, and by breaking the alliance, apparently they also immediately break the customs union, and this is just sad. And I don't know what it was that maybe we have to get. What happened that we left both. We have lost some authority and some bureaucracy again. Maybe this is where also this is coming from. I don't know why this bureaucracy thing is so jumpy. Also, one question to you, if you know, guys know that. And before I want to end this episode with the ongoing or like new crisis of here in Indonesia versus the Spanish and the Did the Dutch also join? Now they're forming a coalition to really punish us or what? But now the Dutch are in. Sorry, before I start my up moderation down, I want to see, can I take from the Dutch something? For example, no, it's the Dutch East Indies that are in. So basically, I could go for transfer subject, but this will probably go from my infamy up to anywhere, but I can't pick them anyways. But. No, sad. I fired out too many maneuvers already, and they're not even listed over here. Liberate subject, was it? Oh, yeah. Why not? It will help get the Dutch out here. It will help us to improve our influence here in Southeast Asia and cost us basically no infamy. So we'll get also this one in. But now we have no choices to do anything about here anymore. So either they give in, or it's going to be a massive war again that I didn't want like that. The financial situation we have to reevaluate beforehand. Anyways, and this is like a great moment. Not a great moment, but an important moment, and I feel like also something that Victoria doesn't really push too much in your face. Meiji Yamato, our former emperor, died in the age of 75. Actually, can I... Toast. Alright. This is maybe a good idea, that if they die, I get a pause and a notification. Let's see how this works out. I don't know if it's just for the king. But we died. Meiji died, and by the end of this episode, his son, or I guess his son, Mitsuomi Yamato, is in charge, and we have a new leader down here. And how he's doing okay. He has an expensive taste, okay. This might be one of the reasons why we lost. Also, we have again a little bit of a problem with our expenses. He has a psychological affliction. Alright, suffers from an illness of the mind, poorly understood and difficult to treat effectively. And imperious, known for the arrogant and domineering nature. Alright, what an emperor. He's like, absolutely, he's probably, I get him like a completely weird, educated and raised person that still lives in the 19th century a little bit and has imperious and weird his mind, a little bit like William II of Germany, maybe, if you want so. Anyways, interesting character, and we shall see how he affects the Japanese Empire that for some reason also just dropped and lost some prestige. How we were over 11,000. How come this drop in prestige? Well, maybe something has to rearrange. We are not in the easiest, or like again in an interesting time and interesting situations in October 1927, and I hope you like this one. Please answer all my questions and what you think in the comment section. I would be highly interested in what's going on there, and leave me a like and a subscription if you haven't yet, since this motivates and helps the channel a lot and doesn't cost you anything. Thank you so much for this. Then see you next time when we have this Pacific War on the outbreak. Let's see. Bye. See you next time here at Strategy Wolf.